And I find this rather amazing. I personally know of about 3 or 4 couples that have met through me, and not just couples meeting through me, but like there's a couple that got married. Like there was one instance where there was like a woman in America, and then there was a guy in England, and they were both subscribers of mine, and they were chatting on the forums, and then they they fell in love through texting, which is not a good way to fall in love. And then the girl, she was like engaged to be married in America, and she like left her fiance and she flew out to England to marry this guy, and then they met through me, or through my forum, through my community, yeah, I think it actually ended up bad. I heard somewhere that they're already divorced. So I'm not exactly calling myself Mr. Cupid here or anything, but I'm just saying it's still neat to hear that. But if it was just the single incident, I wouldn't think much of it. But there's like multiple, at least there's got to be at least 4 that I know of. I'm forgetting some because it's over the years, but people keep telling me that they meet someone through me or through my forums, and this is like, so I think that's neat as well. Yeah, I'm riding slow. I'm just trying to focus on talking here. And then that's got to be beetle nut. Is that paint or what is it? What else? Oh, there's another one. Well, I already mentioned in another video, there was a guy who was like flying to Taiwan to come to my tour, and on the plane he was watching Charlie Borman's show, and it was the show where I make a guest appearance. So he's on the plane flying to Taiwan to see me, and I'm on the TV show on the plane is of me. So that's kind of like, I thought that was neat. Oh yeah, there's another story, I almost forgot it. This is kind of funny. There was a guy, a subscriber of mine, and he said he was on on the bus or on a train or something, like on the subway, and he saw a guy wearing a motorcycle jacket on the subway, and he looks at the guy, and he's wearing a motorcycle jacket, so he's like checking out the jacket or whatever, like what brand it is, if it's like Dainese or whatever, and then he noticed that the guy's wearing a fanny pack, or a man sack, as someone told me to call it. Somebody wrote, you should call it a man sack instead of a fanny pack, and then you bring the manliness back to it. I like that idea, my man sack. So he saw the guy wearing a man sack, but if I say that, nobody knows what I mean. He saw the guy wearing a fanny pack. That's pretty, eh? Come on, that's pretty. As I go head on into that blue truck. Oh man. So much prettiness. See, I've lived in Taiwan for many years, and I still will like slow right down and just like look around and be like, oh, this is pretty. And it amazes me that people come out for my tours. I don't get as much reaction from the people on my tours as I'd like. Maybe I'm asking for too much. Maybe, like, I don't know. They do obviously love it, and they think it's gorgeous, and I got a lot of people coming back. A lot of people that did the tours this year are coming back again next year. The people that did the tours last year, 30% of them came back again this year. And then the people that did the tours this year, you got like another so much percentage that said they're going to come back again next year. So I think next year I'm going to have to like up the number of tours that I do, which is a lot of hard work for me, but nonetheless. Anyways, yeah, so they love it, but I still don't. I want more from them. I want them to be like, I want them to tell me daily, this is gorgeous, because I've been here 13 years, and I still, if there was another motorcycle riding beside me right now, I would, like a friend of mine or something, if I had friends, I would turn to them and say, this is nice, eh? You know what I mean? Even though I've been here for 13 years, I'd still be verbally communicating that with anyone that was riding with me. If I had a chick on the back of my motorcycle, can you see my hand? Yeah, I think you can. If I had a chick sitting behind me, I'd probably like turn my head and be like, wow, look at this is really pretty. But and then and I've been here 13 years, and then I get guests that come out and ride with me, and they've only been here like a week, so this should be hitting them like much harder. It should be affecting them much more. And I don't get them. They don't actually. Maybe they're thinking it, but they don't ever say it, or they don't say it much. So, anyways, totally off topic there. What were we talking about? Not a clue. Oh yeah, my fame. It's not really about fame, this video. It's just about, it's more about neat stories of people who know me meeting other people that know me or something like that. But it's just too long for a title. So let's kick this up. They're fine. So yeah, look at that car. See that car? Yeah, just a piece of shit in the driver's circle too. You could tell, he came around the corner and you could tell that he was in the oncoming lane as he took that corner. He was kind of already exiting it and going back into his lane, but you could tell that he was. Oh yeah, and the other story was, so this guy's on like a train, and he sees another guy, or subway, and he sees another guy with a biker jacket on, and he's a biker himself, so he takes notice, and he's looking at the jacket. Then he notices the guy's wearing a fanny pack, and then he's looking at the guy and looking at his fanny, and then the guy glances over at him because he's looking at him, and he says to the guy, he's like, M13? And then the guy with the fanny pack answers back, yeah, like that. So that's actually, I think, my favorite story out of the bunch. He sees a biker, a subscriber of mine sees a biker, sees that the biker's wearing a fanny pack, and just assumes that if he's wearing a fanny pack that he must watch M13, which I think is funny. And then he asks the guy, and the guy answers back with an affirmative. Oh, my goodness, what's going on here? Fuck's sakes, people. Off the red line, that's always good. Ooh, what do we got over there? That's like a Goldwing and some kind of a Kawasaki Z1400. And all these motorcycles are parked incorrectly because this is a downward slope, and everyone knows on a downward slope you should back in, not park frontwards. What's that? Yamaha. It's like a phaser. It's like a, yeah, I'm right. It's a phaser. It says right there under the dyno jet. Actually get a bike right for once. So yeah, so those are some, I found the stories amusing. I don't know if you will or not. Ninja Bear.